Trying to describe Al Ordway in one word is nigh on to impossible. I would choose the word massive, larger than life.
I would say understanding, leadership, kindness, role model.
He was always very calm, cool, and collected. People believed him. They trusted him. When he spoke, people listened and respected Al very much.
Al Ordway is an iconic person. He is a man of action, enthusiasm, tremendous intelligence.
He resonates a quiet presence that is all-pervasive. He's humble and yet confident. You know, the word I would describe him is awesome.
Al Ordway and Camp Winona are about molding characters of young boys. Oh, by the way, and having an awful lot of fun in the process. Al has I've never seen this before in an organization. He is, of course, the leader of the band, and he interfaces with campers and kids, and he's so good with them. Patient to a fault. Then he has his counselors. 90% of his counselors in any one season have been campers at Winona beforehand. And when he gets to speaking in the present tense, I still almost do that. When he gets to hiring counselors for the following year, 90% roughly of the counselors who were there the year before choose to come back. So you can see there's just a very close group of people, young men, some older men who are still being counselors up into their 40s, who just can't shake the Winona tradition.
That we all share this common experience, and he was, the leader of that experience. He led us through our childhood, he led us through young adulthood, and he led us into later adulthood, and he did that for many of us. Al is all about second chances. I think back to when I was 17, 18, 19, 20, and those calm moments with Al where he would steer you back onto the path. Here's what's happened, and here's what we have to talk about, and how could we have done that differently? I learned a ton. He never raised his voice. It was always the kind hand on the shoulder. He cared about you as a person. I wouldn't be an educator today if it weren't for him. I am who I am because of Al.
His character just spreads out all over the camp, to counselors and to kids. And he teaches kids to be honest, compassionate, committed. And that's what I think is important for the Maine youth. And of course, there are other children from all over the world that come there.
Al was a great storyteller. And that's often a characteristic of people who know themselves well, who love other people, understand human nature, see the humor in just everyday living. He was a wonderful example for generations of young people and adults on how to lead a purposeful and ethical life.
You're not with him more than a minute and you realize this guy really has something. And that was true the minute I met him when we were both young men back in the late 60s. When he bought the camp, a lot of us didn't even think the camp was going to be purchased. It was going to end up as real estate. He invited us to kind of meet him. He ran the Stack of Men across the lake at the time. And it just took that moment to say, we want to be back. We want to be part of this thing to make camp go. It really has thrived under him. He was an amazing presence. I think the most important thing is that Al lets everybody be the best they can be. And there's magic to that. I don't know how he does it. You aren't going to see this right at first and understand how he does it. He just does. I miss him every day.